Gentlemen, a series of conversation between men for men to talk about taboo subjects like emotion, behavior, culture, and mental health, just to name a few, in hopes to encourage men to embrace their authentic self and reclaim their emotional being. So join me to bring back the gentle in men. Hi, and welcome to another chapter of The Gentleman. Today we have a gentleman special with two special guests, and we're trying to have a more in-depth to the Men's Mental Health Month. I welcome my guests today, and we'll let them introduce themselves, and you'll get to know more about them. Gentlemen.
دكتور لائي Khaja, so PhD in Human Resource and Management, specialized in business psychology. I'm totally focused in doing this business, like coaching business people, like entrepreneurs,
Nice.
and even coaching individuals. They have like challenges in their personal life or even the relationship, but mainly I'm focusing into the business application.
Nice.
So once it comes to coaching or mentoring and go on. And interestingly also, I'm working with entrepreneurs. I've worked with more than 100,000 employees, entrepreneurs, people in different places around the world.
Nice.
Worked with governments in different countries, with lots of different even companies, did lots of even TV shows.
Okay.
So I'm dedicated to this business, doing
beautiful.
these things, and it's amazing and it's fun.
I would love to touch upon that because one of the things that we would like to shed light is every person that you meet, and basically we'd love to know how do you see the reactions, the feedbacks, and when it comes to employees, entrepreneurs, or even the managerial levels, when dealing with people, I would love to touch upon that. But let's start with getting to know our second guest.
Yeah, I'm Khaled Bastaki. I'm a fitness instructor / strength and conditioning coach. Actually, my degree is in e-business, but I'm in love with my part-time job, of course.
Nice.
You know that.
Yes.
I train different categories: kids, adults, athletes, people who want to be exercise part of their just lifestyle. So yeah, a lot of different experiences.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Gentlemen, like one of the main areas, main reasons why I got you today, and we're missing a psychologist who was supposed to be with us today. I believe that the mental health aspect of men in general is kind of toxicated. And this is why I wanted to bring three different perspectives so that we address how important each and every one of you guys are meant to have some sort of input when it comes to a person that might have a few challenges in their life, and how would sports contribute to it, how is coaching might contribute to it, and well, unfortunately, the psychologist is not here, but from his point of view, how would he explain it from his perspective as well. But the show has to go on, and that's why we're here. And this is one of the reasons why we are actually here today. Loay, let me start with you because I believe this is one of the areas I want to bring on the table. Working all these years, you've seen every walk of life, people from different backgrounds, different levels, let's say, the people that you worked with. First, define how people deal with themselves from back when you first started and now, and how would they address their emotions and thoughts, and not forgetting the belief system, and how does it play a big role into their decisions, let's say.
Okay. I like the word that you use, which is toxic. Okay. So I believe that there is an evolution happening in people's mindset.
Yeah.
And what do I mean by mindset is a bunch of beliefs or a blueprint. And during centuries, it keeps on relieving and keeps on developing and changing. So today we're living in an age which is kind of polluted. Okay, and why is that? Because there are so many things are going on. Rather than just focusing on things which is really valuable for a human being, okay, to going to the essence, going to the needs that we really appreciate and value, we keep on snacking. And why is that? Because how do we actually design this mindset? Actually, it's been designed. Okay, our mindset exactly is being designed. How do you design people's mindset? Control their five senses, control their mindset. It's all about the channels that you receive those information from the external world to the internal world. So our five senses, the things that we see, the things that we hear, the things that we experience, it all just creates your blueprint, okay, or creates your mindset at least. And the word mindset, it's like a map that shows you where to go, what to choose.
Like a compass, let's say.
Like a compass, exactly.
Yeah.
And what is right and what is wrong. And again, if you realize, there is, what I'm saying is there is a revolution going on. If you went like 20 years ago or a century going on, the things that they used to value is totally different than the new age values.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
The things that they practice is totally different things. An example, because of exposing towards social media and exposing toward different opportunities, rather than focusing on one valuable thing, we keep on snacking here and there. It's like imagine yourself going to a buffet. There's lots of food there. Rather than eating one meal which is healthy for your body, you keep on snacking from here, snacking from there, snacking there, and you keep on distracting. And that's what creates an unhealthy lifestyle. And what we need is to start considering what's really valuable, what really gives us an end value to our important things in our life, like our health, our spirituality, our emotions, our relationships, our career, and go on.
Nice. Nice. I would say like you keep a bouncer in front of your mind and making sure whatever you're gonna let in is checked before it actually goes.
That's part of it, yes, because awareness is the game. As much as you get aware, people are like in autopilot. They're like hypnotized in their subconscious. And that's the dangerous part, because we're exposed toward media and the education system or whatever is going on around us, and our mindset's been designed in a way. So that's why awareness is really important. Once you're aware of things, then you can control. Yeah, and then you can lead your life toward the things that you really want.
Sure.
And there, what we need to know, the biggest challenge that people, they don't know what they want. And the biggest challenge is they don't know what they value in life. So we need to go and be in touch toward these things, which is really important to us. That really gives us good end value, good health, happiness, strength, boundary with relationships, connection, happiness, satisfaction. Sure. All of these are needs that we need to address. But people are getting distracted toward these things.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love that. I've realized that a lot of people that are influenced a lot, by the society, by, let's say, anyone they hang out with, the communities, and anyone that they live with, basically. And this might lead them to do things that even it's against their own set of values and beliefs.
Yeah.
I would say, what about in that context of being influenced? I know you are an influencer as well, in the sense that you influence positivity to, or like a positive influence on the people that you work with. Yeah. The programs that you design right now is to build better communities. How do you see people working together?
People working together, well, it all depends on the members of the community, مثلا,
Okay.
So there are some who really want to work together, but there are some no matter what you do still
resisting.
Resisting. They تشوفهم يبون بروحهم individual. Okay, he can work with this and that, but no, I'm better than them, why should I be with them?
Okay. The ego
Okay.
plays a role.
Yeah. But يعني الحمد لله I was telling you بعد قبل لا نبتدي إن I'm now even busier than I used to be before the lockdown.
Yeah.
The community I have from the program ActiveX is I have nothing with athletes. I love training athletes, بس mostly هاي بيقومون علي الحين يعني هاي ال arrogant part أو الهاي يعني mostly تشوفها في الأثليتس بينهم وبين بعض. زين more than ال normal people, they want exercise part of their life. At the end they're athletes, they're competitive تعرف. بس as a lifestyle بعد يجيك الcompetitive بس على level أقل. مثلا right now the program I designed is for everyone. And then, but still, an athlete can join and push to the limit, to his limit, and then you will see the program is tough مثلا. Okay, right now لا يعني I have people from different parts of the GCC or I noticed that يعني it wasn't in my intention to create
global movement.
global أو حتى أقول community. كان هدفي إن أسوي بروجرام الناس تتحرك عقب ما في فترة اللوك داون. أعطيت الكلاسات كلها فري، كان لين ما فتحوا الجيمات قلت أوكي خالد not only gyms charge people, now you start charging people. زين بس الحمد لله يعني ناس تعرفت على بعض، ناس تسأل عن بعض. أول ما أفتح اللايف هاي يسأل عني، دي يسأل عني وينك ما جيت الكلاس، مع إن it's all virtual. they can هو مو زوم بس they can feel it. فلان ما سلم، شكله ما حضر اليوم.
اوكي
فإيه يعني working together at the end أنا I see as a coach you can make it happen. زين بس بعد it depends on the individual. Sometimes by time they change and they accept it.
I love I would say 3 points that I want to derive from this. You spoke about you as an individual or a leader that kind of leads the pack. We talked about the arrogance or the ego when it comes to certain people. And to me, I feel like that's filling a void. Like that's when it comes to some people is because their athletic nature is what defines their personality or defines who they are. So basically, if you take away that from them, you're taking their identity away.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the last thing that you mentioned regarding to the positive change, because you're bringing all these people, that's what I meant with the influence that you might have onto these people, and you see them getting like a little bit mellow, and they start mingling and lowering that ego, because now you gave them some sort of belonging. So I love like that you mentioned all this, and this is where sometimes we need to talk about this. Like sometimes it's just a matter of some people just want to be heard, some people just want to be seen, some people just want to be noticed, because sometimes when these people, and I'm sure like me and you were overweight at some time. Once we were able to lose the weight, get fit, and become a different person right now, you took it upon yourself to, I want to make people feel this way. And that's why I want to help. And this is why I took my certification and I was trying to help. But others might take this as a medallion and be like, I lost weight. Like the ego starts building up, and that's the new identity. I want you to talk about that. Now it's your turn.
Oh my God, the ego issue. طبعا ego is a big blockage towards so many things. Okay, ego will prevent you learning. Ego will prevent you good opportunities in life. I mean, I've worked with lots of entrepreneurs and even coaches and trainers. And but by the way, I'm very well known in a program called Train the Trainers. So I graduated almost around 5,000 trainers in different places around the world. But I realized empowering these amazing people that I really love and still connect with, these powerful skills, and then something kicks in, ego. Okay, you provide them these great skills, but
Yeah.
without going through a healthy circle
Yeah.
of learning, emotional learning. Okay, ego comes in and blocks them from great opportunities in life, relationship, and even learning. So yes, there is a really amazing research by Graves. He says there is two kind of learning. There is the cognitive learning and there is the emotional learning. So part of emotional learning is getting over your ego. Okay. So once you unlock your ego, you will start learning a lot. And I believe, a simple practice that we can deal with our ego is acceptance. Accept other people as they are.
Yeah.
Listen to them. Connect them. Wear their shoes. Okay. Understand their perspective.
True.
Their world. Every human being has, as you said, he has his own recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, he has his own blueprint. Try to go there and understand that blueprint. And by the way, everybody has a beautiful story. Everybody has even, he was hurt one time. He has pains.
Yeah.
And mainly, by the way, those people who wants to be shown, he wants to be there, and to oppose themselves in front of people, they're hurt. Okay, they have pain. One of certain time of their life كانوا مساكين يعني متأذين أو صادهم نوع من التراما. But that's why they want to be there in front of people and show or teach or do something about it.
It's like
So
this
again-
is their call for help, basically.
Yes, this is their call for help.
Yeah.
And sometimes because of that behavior, it just blocks them from so many things. So accepting people, and by the way, as much as you have pain, as much as you have challenges that you face in your life, as much as you become humble, as much as you learn. Because like Gray, for example, says, how would you shift yourself from a level to another level? By challenges and problems and pain. As much as you deal with it, as much as you learn.
Nice.
حديث إذا أحب الله عبدا ابتلى. طيب ليش؟ أحب وابتلى. Because there is a big learning curve and challenges that we have in our life. Because challenges come, so we can learn. There is a message behind there. And once you learn, then it will unlock. Then you will get relieved. So acceptance, going down there, listening to people, connecting with people, connecting even with your challenges and situation, understanding yourself. As much as you learn, you realize you did not learn. Okay? So as much as you practice these things, as much as you keep on building yourself toward the wall.
True. I love the statement and stay teachable, because this is what we need to do. Like the minute we stop understanding that we know everything, that's the point where we kind of destroy ourselves, because more or less the progress is from continuous learning.
True.
And I love the idea behind experiences and events that are actually we go through are meant to teach us, so we learn from these broken places just to become advocates for others, and I totally love that, because based on what you said, الحديث على الابتلاء اللي الله يعني يحطك فيه، لا تنسى ان بعد في نفس عندك بعد آية لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. No matter how big of a challenge it is, God gives you the tools, the resources, and the capabilities actually to deal with it.
It's meant to be there.
SubhanAllah.
بس لازم تكون صبور في بعض المواقف.
Patience.
يعني ساعات تشوف الشيء خلاص ابتعد عنك. You need not to lose hope. وصدق لأنه يقول لك، يعني أنا قبل أشوف وايد أشياء أسمع وايد أشياء يقول لك believe in it will happen. كنت أقول في قلبي شنو ذي؟ مرت في مواقف و I believed زين الهوب يمكن ضاع في كذا موقف. خلاص I gave up on some stuff، بس في أشياء لا تمسكت وقلت لا this will happen، بس أصبر. It took me long بس it happened. قلت في قلبي سبحان الله، هي مو سحر، بس إنه اجتهدت في الدعاء أكثر، صدقت في أشياء أكثر. ما خليت مخي يصير نفس ما تقول هاي حكي فاضي تعرف.
تأمن بهالشيء لأن هذا
صح.
الإيمان جزء من
اي
الإيمان.
اي اي او كونكتنج. خل عندي قلت شيء حلو، قلت listen و connect. انزين go down there. هاي الشيء احنا اكلمك الفيلد مال الكوتشز، بالذات الكوتشز، اوكي ما بتكلم عن الاثليتس ذي، وايد ما في ذي الشيء. بالذات انت اذا الفيلد مالك نفس مثلا تو سترينث كونديشنينج كوتشز، بالذات اللي عنده شهادات اكثر او دارس اكثر، ما يبي يسمع حق اللي عنده شهاده شهادتين، انزين، وما يتقبل منه شيء، ولو اللي يقوله صح جم شنو ايش قاعد يخربط ذي. وذس ثينج هابن بالذات الحين على السوشيال ميديا، ما يحتوي الانستغرام. كوتش يفتح راوي لاعبين تشوفه قاعد يعلم غلط، شوفوا سكواته غلط ذي، هاي قاعد عادي عنده. It's not عادي عندي أو عادي عنده. أنت you're teaching someone who never ever squatted. يعني ما يصير كل فيديو أي واحد perfectly squatting. مثال أعطيك، وإذا يصير شنو قط على ذي criticizing وذي ترى أنت you've been there بس أنت نسيت.
بالضبط.
وتقبل، ما حد يتقبل من الثاني.
صح.
أنت اليوم اللي تتقبل من واحد تعليق أو بس بطريقة عادلة، لازم يكون بعد التعليق أو الكريتيسيزم أي شيء يعني. وأنا قلت قبل فترة كنت في مقابلة، وقلت حق الشخص اللي كان يقابلني، قلت له تومي الرياضي، واعتبره رياضي أنا مو بلين يشيل لي هالقد وزن أو يركض لي هالقد مسافة، لا، لأن يحترم أكبر منافس له. لأن أنت your competitor دي المين competitor. مثال بعطيك ميسي وكريستيانو. كريستيانو إيش قال؟ أنا بسبة ميسي I'm training harder. فأنت في مجالنا ذي إحنا الرياضة.
It's called positive يعني competition.
يعني don't let the competition be dirty competition,
Yeah.
polluted competition.
صح.
خلي competition نظيف. تحكي عن الكمبيوتر مالك بطريقة عادلة قدام الناس. لا تنسى he's the one who make you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and train. فلسن خذ وعط. مو it's not you who knows everything. انت قاعد تتعلم. بساعد قبل كم يوم حط بوست ان ترى احنا اللي قاعدين نجيبه مو شيء جديد، احنا متعلمينه، بس لا يجونك ناس انا عندي لكم شيء ما حد يعرفه.
لا وياك في هالنقطة. زين، هل هالشيء or basically in general هل هالشيء تشوفه بس من الرياضيين؟ هل you think this is only present in the male يعني scene only ولا you think this is everywhere?
لا it's everywhere.
Okay.
It's everywhere. when I said coaches قصدي ترى الكل يعني.
Okay.
we don't want to go into this عادي، بس البنات أكثر منا ما شاء الله يعني ما يحتوي تعرف يعني.
Okay, let's bring it from this aspect يعني. Okay, do you feel like يعني especially يعني in our field when it comes to coaching and all that, when it becomes about يعني someone that's trying to present himself and his opinions and let's say these kind of conversations where they want to bring on the table, they want to show off or whatsoever. Why is it mostly, I would say, why is it that the competition, like, why do you think that they come in and be like, oh, I know everything, I know better than you, and they can't accept it?
والله شوف أنا I think it's two things.
Okay.
Either يبي more clients بحقه بروحك، يبي السوق كله حقه بروحه.
Okay.
زين هاي one or two he's عنده ما بقول ايجو، ما بستعمل كلمة شوي. it's to me it's شوف بعد بقول لك شيء حلو ان الواحد يتعب على روحه او يوصل لنفس ما قال ذكر قبل شوي انت يود ناس you train them لا and then they're here they go here يتغير. زين فانت يعني ما له داعي تصير هاللون. at the end انت كنت هني ولو وين بتكون هني ترى الليرنينج كيرف ما في له ستوب تعرف. فيا اما ما يقول منهم هم احسن ناس في الماركت و once they feel the competition يطلع لك في الستوري ماله ليش تحكي ستوري على انستغرام محتوى ويتكلم indirectly عن
يضرب فيه.
اي يضرب فيه. زين مثال بعطيك سبورت عن سبورت يختلف. انا لما بدرب لاعب كروسفيت بقول له سوي لي this much burpees زين غير لما ايود لاعب كرة سلة اقول له سوي لي كذي عشان الفيرتيكال جامب مالك. زين مثال انا ما بقول عن روحي كروسفيت اثليت لان ام نوت برو اثليت بس انا ماي سبورت اي لاف كروسفيت العب كروسفيت بس ادرب اثليتس سله وذي وهاللون انزين وبقولها لك الصراحه. قبل شيء من فتره اللوك داون كان في كومبيتيشن الفت ايجيبت سووا كومبيتيشن. هاي الفت ايجيبت بطوله تصير في مصر انزين فطبعا اللوك داون صار عفشه ذي فكل هل كومبيتيشن سووا اشياء اونلاين. سووا اونلاين 60 minutes as many reps as possible burpees انزين انا I love that الصراحه. انا مجنون when it comes to pushing yourself to the limit مع انه اقول حق الكل دائما حق اللي ادربهم don't push yourself to there.
لا بس you're challenging yourself
يعني انا to me
you know you know capabilities.
I did the challenge وعلى الكاتيجوري مالي سويت وايد زين I posted يعني I came first في الكاتيجوري مالي وكذي ما في شيء if you're proud of yourself. اليوم الثاني زين اليوم الثاني وعقب يومين طلع مدرب واول شيء سواه قاله وين بتوصل إذا سويت لي 1000 بيربيز؟ لأن أنا بقول لك حتى الناس قاموا شو يسوون لي يطرشون لي الفيديو ماله ترى يقصدك أنت يعني الناس مو راقدة. زين واي أنا بعد سويت للأمانة مع أن بعد قلت لهم لو مثلا قصده أنا يعني يمكن هو إذا لا كروسفيت خلاص يبي يتحجى أنا خلاص كيفه. أنا أقدر أعلق على other sports أقدر أطنز ودي أقول بس أقول ليش أحط على طريقة التدريب ذي ليش أقدر أطنز على الشخص اللي يحب الزومبا إنزين if Zumba will makes him move even if he's dancing
صح.
if it will makes him feel good and move and reach to his يعني في النهاية ترى
احنا في هدف معين بنوصل له no matter what يعني what path you're choosing لكن the main purpose is
حتى in my program الحمد لله يعني أقول حق my members اللي معاي اللي بخلص البروجرام ببتدي الشهر العقب أقول إلا بتم معاي I'll be more than happy to have you again who will leave stay active روحوا أي مكان ثاني ترى مو بس خالد اللي بحرككم
صح
إيه فيا back to what you said أنا أشوف الناس اللي يقول أنا أعرف كل شيء يبي الماركت حقه بروحه إنزين و أحس هاي شيء فيهم مهما في النهاية تعرف يعني
ما بقول لك نقص بس يعني
إيه يعني أنا بعد يعني وصدقني الرزق في الله صدقني الرزق يجيك لو يجونك ناس وبعد بيتحجون عنك بيأخذون كلاينتس عنك خذوا 2 بيون 5 بس أنت خلاص شيلهم من بالك. إذا بتيجي تفكر فيهم وتنرفز روحك وتخرب أعصابك أنت شو قاعد تسوي؟ قاعد تشوش مخك قاعد توقف روحك بدل ما مخك كله قاعد يتيك أفكار عشان تطور من برنامجك or whatever you have تبدأ تفكر في ذي. يعني أنا واحد ذاك يوم حط لي كومنت قال لي تمارين فري متروسين في اليوتيوب ليش نسجل وياك؟ إنزين ليش تكتب لي ذا الكومنت؟ Why you wasted 5 seconds of your precious time to write something negative. I deleted this comment. إنزين طبعا احنا بعد نفس اللي هو زعت الريال وقلت حق زوجتي يعني تخيلي كذي بس ما احنا بس قلت لكم انتوا ترى ليش قلت في قلبي ايش لا افكر فيه وانا في مخي مليون plan to improve my program عندي نوتة أحط فيها okay
why زين نجيب النقطة because more or less no matter how much you're doing how good للأسف إحنا what we tend to do we always tend to be affected by the negative no matter how strong of a يعني mindset عندك إن شاء الله you get 100 good comments للأسف
Yeah.
one bad
Yeah.
comment will come
You will
and
take that.
exactly.
طبيعة البشر.
أنا صراحة على اللي قلته يعني صراحة I kind of I feel sad for people who think that the top is only a one-man show or only is only enough for one person. يعني يقول لك القمة تتسع حق الكل.
Yeah.
وعندك I love using the methodology of climbing summits. جبال يعني no one could do it alone. No one. You need the support system
team.
of a whole team.
Yeah.
And once you reach the top, it's big enough for everyone.
Yeah.
And this is something that I love doing. And I love working on a process where I bring people with me to reach somewhere together.
Yeah.
ف يعني as much as I could, I wish to never leave someone behind. Never يعني يقول لك هاي مال الجيش هاي no, don't let man behind. But at the end of the day, some people just want to be down there.
Yeah.
And basically يعني a lot of what you mentioned يعني these people could only reach to a certain limit in life.
True. True.
And more or less you need to be radiant enough to attract the people that you want that will make you move further.
Even no matter how much knowledge they have, no matter how much certificates they have on the wall there, صدقني بعد بتشوفه he can do better بس لأنه هو كذي خلاص he's there. He's not moving forward there.
صح. And I feel like I guess you أكيد.
والله أنا عندي جواب واحد. للحين هم مراهقين. Seriously. It's common, yes, full stop. Psychologically, they're trapped into that zone.
Okay.
لحين ما النساء قلت كلمة وايد حلوة فيهم نقص. Okay. ليش فيهم نقص؟ لأنه ما اكتمل النمو فيهم. Okay. Again, being humble, getting over your ego, it's an unemotional learning process. لذلك معلومات يمكن عنده وايد ولكن he does not have experience. Okay. ليش قالوا التربية والتعليم؟ قدموا التربية قبل التعليم. Okay. Because في تربية okay. قبل التعليم. Okay. فالعلم يعطيك كنوز عظيمة. Okay. ولكن إذا عندك هذه الكنوز وما قد تقدر هذه الكنوز و it's not worth it to handle it and carry it. أكيد ego kicks in. You will see yourself better than other. لذلك going down to the earth, accepting, keeping your head down, okay, stepping on yourself. Okay, once you go emotional, you snap. I'm also in sports. I do kickboxing. I used to be 3 years Bahrain champion, 1 year GCC champion. In Taekwondo, I have 3 done. I've done MMA, I've done kickboxing. I've coached athletes in UFC, like JC Taylor. وغيرهم. Okay. Once you are especially in the octagon, once you are in the cage, you lose control on your emotions, you lose. Okay? Now, being in MMA, being a fighter in the cage, it's very technical and it's very emotional. Okay? You get hits. Okay? It's a very aggressive sports. Okay? حتى الإسلام يعني ما يحرمونه بعض بسبب الaggressivity اللي فيه الضرب. Okay? When a fighter loses, when he loses on his emotions, لما يطلع من طوره، لما يطلع من يكون عاطفي، الغضب يجي ويسيطر عليه، الانفعال يسيطر عليه, he snaps. هي الطرف الثاني يسيطر عليه because it's a very technical game. You don't see like the punches happening and kicking. No, it's very technical. It's all about leverage and techniques and go on. Once he goes emotion, يطلع من طوره, he forgets what's going on, يدش feeling, he snaps out. The same thing with us in life. Once a person comes in these coaches, okay, I've been there personally, years ago. I have PhD, I'm certified with these are all collective.
I was gonna say this about
I used to be this. Yeah, I used to be this. I remember myself. Business-wise, it's bad actually. You know why? Because nobody cares. Okay? People pay you because you're adding value to them. People don't pay you because you have titles and certificates. Who cares? Right or wrong? If a business of coaching, why people come to us? Because they have a problem. And that problem needs to be fixed. So you're there to add value to them. You're not there to tell them, well, I'm a PhD holder, I'm a certified from ICF or IITC or Unlibta or whatever. Who cares? And then it's about a problem that you need to fix, a value that you're adding to a person. Okay, and to go that level, you need to understand people. You need to step on your ego. You need to go down there and listen.
What change your behaviors or the thought process يعني when
الألم التحديات. You know, it's all about challenges. As much as you have failures, I don't like the word failures. I see it as a learning curve. Okay, there is no such a thing called failure, but there is outcomes and learning. So as much as you accept those failures, which is no outcome, no results, okay, especially being an entrepreneur, especially being in coaching and training in this field, if you don't have results, if you don't like where you are, if you have pain in your personal, in your business, in your relationship, accept it. Okay, learn, snap out of it. Now, those people who have ego, that means we're trapped in a loop. قاعدين نكرر نفس الغلط مرة ثانية وثالثة ورابعة. Okay. ونفس التحديات قاعدة تي سواء كانت مع أنفسنا في علاقاتنا in our businesses. We're still trapped in the loop. So when the loop just comes out, once we learned, once we accept, we say, yes, I'm a failure. Yes, I did not make it. Okay? Then you see what is the learning out of there. What is the wisdom behind it? لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها عسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم. وين الخير لي ذي؟ تفاءلوا بالخير تجدوه. شنو القصة الحلوة اللي وراها التحدي? So once you see this, you will discover so many things. You will leave so many things. And you will see other people going, you know, they're going through this, and you know, but it's still, you know, you want to go there and tell them, hey, you know, accept it. But what kicks in? They don't want to listen.
They don't want to listen.
Yeah.
They're not ready yet.
They're not ready yet. That's why coaching is very technical. You know, going to coaching is one of the things that I do. I mentor coaches. It's very technical, and you don't advise. In coaching, there is no advising, but there is questioning.
Yeah.
I like the word education. It's a Latinian word, means educo, means grabbing knowledge within and facilitate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just cramping knowledge. What is actual education system? It sucks. I don't want to talk about it. وايد قايمين عليه سبة الموضوع بس بعد أقول But again, people have wisdom inside them. They have the opportunity. They have the potential. Everybody's smart. It's about, you know, grabbing these beautiful things and innovate it in a way that makes sense and adds value.
True.
So it's all about listening, connecting, going down there. You know, as much as you do that, as much as you start learning and changing.
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I would like to hear, how did you change? How were you able to snap out of that?
اوكي ما امدح روحي انا طيب وايد زين مدحت روحي اوريدي اتذكر اول
باين عليك
اول
حتى وانا ما دشيت قلت ما شاء الله عليك
باين ها
باين
زين بديت اتذكر اول مكان بديت فيه فتنس فيرست وكان اعطي خليني اقول جروب اكسرسايز في الايروبيك في الفانكشنال تريننج فبديت عالي بس شفت في من بعض المدربين الكومبيتيشن مو اوكي يعني الحمد لله I was good as a خليني اقول demonstrating the moves وذي وهاللون بس كبداية في الكوتشنج كنت زيرو to coach people لما تعلمت خذني سنين يعني لما عرفت ان خالد when you're on the stage you don't need to keep jumping high يعني تتذكر انا لوين كنت انا اتفلسف انزين ياخذني الحماس وانسى ترى ذلين اللي تحت هم اللي يتعلمون يتمرنون مو بانت يا خالد anyways واحد شويه حدوبه ودوبي من المدربين انا ايش صار بدل ما اصير احسن صرت نفسه اي ما تكلمت حق الممبرز عنه لا كلش ما سويت شيء مع مدربين كله كنت دائما اي بليف انه الا يبيك بي الكلاس مالك ما له داعي تروح تسحب وتقطع حكي هذول بس قمت شو اسوي هنا اي نو هيز اراوند عبي بطلع علي وانا قاعد اعطي الكلاس بقول هو يطلب بدا هو يسوي 15 كلين بريس بس انا 30 كلين بريس في دقيقه شيلي مخي صار كله وياه هو
تحدي.
ادش الجيم عندي كلاس اشوفها اوكي ايش بسوي الحين على الستيج بسوي شيء اغير التمرين على اساس انه انا بس انا يمكن
بارز حقه
اطلع علي في لحظه انا
إيه.
عقب مع الوقت قلت في قلبي what am I doing يعني متى لأن شفت one of the members طلع من الكلاس خلصت كلاس مالي رحت كان نيو بعد قلت له ها شو اخبار هاو واز ذا كلاس دي قال لي كوتش ما شاء الله ما اقدر انط انا هالقد هني ايش صار فيني قلت في قلبي الحين I'm the coach هاي يوني to be able to do things that maybe they can't do especially الكلاس مقسم on the workshops وايد دايما اقول thank God I've been going to Dubai for workshops تعلمت وايد الكلاس مقسم الناس اللي تجيك اللي يوقفون في الصف القدامي هاي المتفلسفين اللي يعرفوا يسوون كل شيء واذا المدرب بيسوي شيء 6 مرات ما بيسوونه 12 مرة الناس اللي في النص ذرين اللي يجون دائما يحطون بالهم على اللي قدام على اساس يسوون نفسهم الموفمنتس بالذات اذا شيء كوريوغراف مثلا البودي اتاك سوالف تتذكر يعني تعرف بودي بامب هالاشياء زين فعلا الفرونت ممبرز حافظين كل شيء فاللي ورا they want to be noticed بس not as much as هاي اما اللي في الباك كلش هاي اللي يستحي اللي ما يبي الناس تشوفه اللي يقول الموفمنت مالي غلط او maybe تعرف اشياء كذي يعني فذي كان من اخر شيء فطلع يوم رحت له قال لي هاللون يعني تضايقت ليش I'm here to give them hope not to make them leave وأقول ما أقدر I'm here to tell them to make them know that they can مو they can't أتذكر من ذاك اليوم مشيت على البوك بدأ الكلاس low intensity warm up ثاني تراك or ثالث تراك you're still picking it up هني high intensity show your best بس لا تنسى your members اللي ما يعرفون شيء show the options ودي وحين الحمد لله my program I always remember this day I toned down ما له داعي كله أروي high impact option ولاحظت فيني أنا الراحة النفسية لأن الناس تقول لي I finished a whole class today تعرف هذه أنا يصيدني goose bumps يعني لأني واحد ما عنده الفتنس ليفل ماله almost zero زين خايف يدش الكلاس شوفه متردد شفت ايش قلت انت قبل ابتدي خالد ريلاكس زين انا الدوده وايد ترى زين بس اشوى حدك اجول الشيء اي لايك ات زين ف اشوفهم ذن اعرفهم اروح بس اسلم عليه بعضهم ما يحب تكلمه ينحرج زود مثلا اقول ايش فيك لا تخاف تركز شو كذا سلم ذي اشوف هذه الشخص خلص الكلاس يجيني with a smile thank you عمري ما خلصت كلاس كامل مع انه he was all the time doing the option but for him he enjoys في مدرب يك شو يسوي بدل ما تمدح في ذي الناس او تعطيه تقول له very good تروح تقول له ايش قاعد تسوي انت كله اوبشن طول الوقت شويه push yourself لا مو كل ما نتكلم هاللون يحبطه وفي مدربين وايد هاللون أنا to me no matter how close you are to a person once you're in this workout zone that you're pushing yourself to the limit لا تحبط فيه ولو هو أخوك ولا ساعات الكلمة الغشمرة وهو ذابح روحه you just make fun of something أو كذا هو دوش في serious أنت تعطي كلمة يا تخسي تخلص في هالقد وقت تخسي ليش؟
مشكلة الناس ما تفهم إنه especially if I am emotionally connected to you يعني أنت عزيز علي الكلمة لو قشمرة تأثر عليك
صح أي حتى لو أنت مو قاصد ولا شيء بس أنا بأخذ بتحسس إيه حتى الناس ساعات تقول فؤاد تتحسس من فلان ترى هاي نفس أخوك
للأسف لأنه هو أخوي يعني مثل أخوي من كذي أتقبل منه يعني
تشوف في شيء يسمونه نفس اللي يقولون أعتقد reinforcement إنك أنت إنزين أوكي حلو بس لا تقول له الصبي حط أغراضه إنزين 10 seconds إنزين prepare yourself بيبتدي التمرين أنت تيجي قبل الحين طاف 5 seconds counting down عبالك بتخلص التمرين عبالك بتسوي زين ايش لاحط هالقد وزن؟ انت مدرب قاعد تقول حق الشخص اللي يتريننج هم كذي تعال باسلوب احلى. اوكي توك داش البروجرام I don't think this weight is good for you. You might get hurt. لا تقول ما تقدر. تكنيك مالك شوي بلا تعديل.
صح.
نزل الوزن.
وصل على الليفل ماله.
ايه انا شوف انا قلت لك الرياضي عندي انا احترام حق الكومبيتيتور ماله. المدرب عندي 1 اخلاق او هس اتيتيود مع الناس اللي يدربهم.
تعرف بالضبط اللي قلته احب اقول حق مدرسين الاهل mentors coaches anyone that is ناس ما اقول لك اني at least in a higher level than اللي عنده trainees او عنده عيال او عنده students وغيره من هذه من الاشياء الوايد مهمه بالنسبه لي انه do better in the sense of treat people with more compassion يعني with empathy, try to understand them, be on their level. لأن في النهاية نفس ما قلت you might يعني provide them with the positive reinforcement and they will do better. لو جيت انت يعني بالذات احنا نشوف هالاشياء في وايد في اهلنا للاسف مو قصدهم لكن if we could relate it and now that يعني I say it اكيد عادي ينعاد شريط في بالكم الحين عن كل الاشياء اللي اهلنا عن غشمره ولا ربعنا او اخواننا بعد اللي يقولون لك انه ترى يا مصدقك انت يا اترك عنك يا ما بتقدر و من الامور هذه.
وانت بعد تقعد تمر فتره في هاي مو فتره للحين احنا نبي نسوي نبي ننجز نبي نكون احسن نبي هاي تحط لك ساعات تقول حق احد شنو في بالك يقول لك لا من صدقك انت بتسوي تبي تسوي ذي الشيء ترى ما تقدر ترى اوكي ولو ما يصير يعني
ترى عبطته خلاص.
ايه يعني لا تقص يعني شو انا بعد ما احب المدربين اللي يجاملون ويقصون على الواحد و just to sell their programs or whatever تعرف يعني
false promises.
know how to talk to them to improve themselves.
Yeah.
لا تقص لا تكذب عليه لا تخلي يعني الممبرز يدشون بس because you are teaching 2 classes ورا بعض تسحبه معاك. ترى هاي عنده joints هاي he's not athletic as you are. تعرف شنو قصدي لا؟ وانا الحين وايد ناس يقولون لي البروجرام مالك بس في 2 hit training خالد كلاسات باقي ما نعرق فيها ترى في بين ذير قزلت ادش 4 كلاسات هاي انتنس ورا بعض افجر روحي وارد البيت اليوم الثاني اقوم حالتي حاله I don't want you to go through this على long term ترى يتعب.
You're beating yourself.
اي خليك صاج معاهم مو كل شيء for your own benefit بس تعرف يعني ترى ذلين اوادم ترى ذلين يبون يستفيدون. وفي ناس هدوا البروجرام مالي ليش ابى اسوي 3 ايام شو اسمه ذي البروجرام اللي اشتهر في البحرين مال الفتنس insanity ابى اسوي 4 ايام في الاسبوع insanity. اوكي على راحتك ما تهاوش انا اهم شيء شنو وصلت له المعلومه وحاولت اثقفه. عقب 1 month يرجع لي يسجل معي مره ثانيه. ليش عرف شنو قصدي لما اقول له ريكفري عارف لما اقول له اليوم الاسبوع ذي الهيت تريننج مو نفس الاسبوع الاولي
صح
الانتنسيتي بعد وهذا طبعا كله تعلمته مو في يوم وليله. تعلمته من 2012 I'm coaching choreographed programs.
حلو.
شنو choreographed شيء مو مني انا شيء من مدربين احسن مني اعلى مني. قاعد شو اسوي في 2015 شوف 15 قاعد حطيت ورقه وقلم I would love to come up with my own program. احنا الحين وين 2020 I came up with it.
بس شوف I love what you mentioned لأن في النهاية you understand between a coach يعني label himself as a coach and let's say يعني just to redefine it as a mentor. يعني coaching and mentoring a person is teaching them to get to a point اللي they will do it themselves. يعني للأسف I've seen this يعني I love that you mentioned this and there's a lot of people they would make the end receiver of the information or the training or whatsoever ان ترى انت ما تفهم، انت ما تقدر تسوي هالشيء بدوني, so that they kind of let them يعني clinch on them and they become more dependent. More or less احنا as coaches what we need to do is we accumulate all this knowledge and experience that we have to make it more or less bite sizes حق هذه الناس, so that they have new tools to use within their life and day-to-day life, so
Sure.
that they get to a point where
Sure.
they can do it themselves.
Sure.
الحين عن كل الأمور اللي تكلمنا عنها, I want to just شوي يعني get to a point where we will direct all these information into our fellow men. لأن I've worked with a lot of people يعني when it comes to coaching I would say there's a lot of يعني men that needs to hear this, لكن as coaches أكيد you also know about this, and the most or the majority of people that work with us are women.
Yeah.
And men would come with their problems but wouldn't sincerely want to accept working with you.
Yeah.
Minority would come, but عندك majority will be like, okay, maybe I'm facing, but they're very afraid to admit it. Because basically their ego plays a big role when it comes to
So many
يعني
emotions.
they don't have the comfort or the luxury of coming and be like, you know what, I don't have the right tools, or I don't have the knowledge to do such a thing. This is where I want Loay, if you could touch upon that and speak to our fellow men.
Okay, that's an issue I want to talk about. But before that, just touch up certain things that comment on certain things that we were discussing here. First of all, I believe all good educators or coaches and trainers and even parents, their students, their children's success is their success. فلازم احنا يكون عندنا هالثقافة, نجاحهم من نجاحنا. So how do you know that you succeeded? If you saw them successful.
Nice.
Okay. So that's a belief that we need to print it in our head and keep it and practice it. Okay. And that's a belief that you need to print it in your head and then practice it in the reality.
Do better.
Yeah. That's one. Second thing, if you are not reaching there, deal with your ego and then deal the way that you communicate. So you have a problem with the way they communicate. توني اليوم أنا قاعد مع my team, okay? And I told them, we internally and externally with the customers, we need to master communication. If you did not get the result that you're wanting to get, that means you have a problem with your communication. فطريقة تواصلنا مع الآخرين هي النتيجة اللي بنحصل عليها, صح؟ فقلت لهم سؤال, إذا الطالب ما فهم المادة, غلطة المدرس ولا غلطة الطالب؟ قالوا غلطة الطالب. قلت لهم غلط, غلطة المدرس. زين؟ مو بلا احنا نلوم الطلاب, انت غبي, انت ما تفهم, انت كذا. اوكي. غلطة المدرس ما عارف شلون يشرح. اوكي. غلطة المعرف انه ما he's not stepping down. غلطة المعرف انه ما معلم او الكوتش او المنتور. انا احب ان افصل على فكرة coaching and training. By the way, انا خففت ادرب تدريب مدربين. اوكي. وبديت اعطي coaching لانه غير. Being a mentor and a speaker is totally different than being a coach, huh? هذين يطلعون مغرورين. They have egos issue. So then they become humble. Technically, mentors and trainers and speakers, they have ego issue. أما بالنسبة للcoaches, if we like train them on the technical aspect of it, they become humble. Okay. Yeah, it's totally different game, by the way, being a mentor and a speaker and being a coach. بس احنا كلمة الكوتش احنا حطيناها على المنتور, على الرياضي, المدرب الرياضي وكذا. But the technical term طبعا قاعد أتكلم عنه.
Touch upon that a little bit more, يعني elaborate more a little bit about it. Why is that?
Okay. Now, coach today in the business world is a career.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a career. It's a well-known career.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the United States made around $24 billion revenue out of coaching only. Yeah. So it's a career. It's accepted by the business world and go on. And now the business world needs more coaches more than mentors. Okay? Need more coaches more than speakers and trainers and go on. Why? Because the role of coaches, شوف الفارقة, is facilitating transition. or transformation. Facilitating transmission or transformation. أما بالنسبة للمنتور is teaching experience, teaching knowledge, teaching a model which is available somewhere there, and just copying it and pasting it somewhere in a very nice way that leads toward behavior change or go on.
Like just channeling information as is.
Channeling information. هدف الأساسي من the training or mentoring is delivering a cognitive or a behavioral content.
Yeah.
أما بالنسبة للcoaching, okay, there is a little bit of this and that, but هدف الأساسي is unlocking the great potentials that you have, the client has, the great knowledge that he has, okay, in a way and facilitating it to success, okay. There's different. هني في
One channel.
one channel and you know manipulating this channel toward people, different people mentality, but this one is about listening. Coach, mentors and speakers, 70 to 90% they stand up and speak. Coaches, 70 to 90% they listen. They don't speak. فهني يتواضعون أكثر.
صح.
يفهمون. By the way, I learned a lot in coaching more than training. ليش? Because I listen to people's pain. I listen to their frustration. I listen to their challenges. Okay, and I become, you know, try to gather, have this empathy and try to create something that will be valuable to them.
And you
I have
learn
to go
so
down
much
there.
from because you kind of relate to a lot of stuff that they're actually going through.
Yeah, if it's their relationship, personally, in their business, and there's a big learning curve. فغصبا عني أنا أبدأ أربي روحي. Okay, once I go there. So هني standing. That's why قلت لك من ساعة I've graduated more than 5,000 trainers. I trained them for like more than 150 hours of training. But في النهاية معظمهم يطلعون ترى عندهم ego issue. You know why? Because they stand in front of people. Okay. They have lots of audience. They became the alpha. Okay. And they have great skills. They know how to talk. They have great presentation skills. They have great body language. They know how to manipulate people according to their learning patterns, the words that they use, the presentation they use, the principle, the content they design it. So they have really great tools. But without tarbiyah, without listening, without, being humble, ego kicks in. That's it. So that's one of the things that I was wanting to mention there. فبعد أقول نجاح الآخرين من نجاحنا. هذه هدف سامي لازم. This is a belief that we need to print it في عقلنا مو بلأنه أنا بطلع فيها. Who cares? زين. نجاح الآخر contribute, create success once they become, especially once you are into this business. سواء كنت رياضي متى تعرف لما المتسابق فاز عليك غلب عليك. Okay, then you succeeded. If he became better than you in this movement, he became better than you in doing that. Then you like, أنا أقول لك I have a online business. We have like a platform, we sell trainings and go on. Okay, I have this amazing guy in Yemen, 26 years old, which he's a mechanical engineering. He sells more than me. Okay.
Nice.
He does like ما شاء الله كل يوم sales بالله يعني. أنا 26 years old عندي PhD and I feel like 20. أقول يا سبحان الله شنو السر ماله, I go there أقول سبحان الله يعني amazing how أتأمل في هالموضوع, how this is happening. أجي سبحان الله عنده إخلاص أحسن مني. هذه لما يكتب شيء يكتبه بحرارة من قلب, ومسكين ما عنده نت إلا 4 ساعات في اليوم. Okay, so there are things that we need to learn, which is not in the books, it's not in your practices, it's about going down there. ساعات الوضوح عدو التعلم. Okay, كل ما قلت حق روحك أنا أعرف ما تتعلم. لذلك علماءنا قالوا كل ما أنا عرفت ازددت علما إني أنا جاهل. Okay. Okay, كل ما أنا عرفت إني أنا جاهل. Okay, so we need to reach that level. الوضوح عدو التعلم. تعال أدفتش الحين. لازم نربي روحنا على هالمعاني. So another thing that you were saying is why men. Nature of men are different than the nature of women. The psychology of men are totally different than the psychology of women. Let's go back to the cave time. Okay. كيف تايم الرجال شي شعر كذي ولحية زين وعضل كذي وياكم. المرأة وين مسكينة في الكهف قاعدة شلتر عندها وكذا. The nature of the man مغامر, you know, he tries, he goes outside, he's a survivor, okay?
Provider.
He's a provider, okay? So that nature is there. If he seeks for help, يمس شخصيته, huh? Which is again a kind of an ego issue, okay? It's an emotional thing. It's kind of, you know, hardwired in their head, okay? فلذلك تشوفهم أقل for seeking for. That's a trap, by the way. That's a luck. That's هذا الوضوح عدو التعلم, okay? But حقيقة كل ما احنا تواضعنا وتعلمنا كل ما احنا ارتقينا. But nature of men. That's why in the trainings we will see like women coming to the courses, to the training, to the coaching sessions more than men. Like my clients, like maybe 99% are women. Okay? And you know, maybe 1 to 2%. It's a business law. طبعا business more men coming in. Okay? Again,
because of the nature of the
nature of the operation and go on. But yeah, so it's the nature of men that prevents them to go and learn, to go for coaches or go on. لكن حقيقة, you know, if again, hire a good coach because as much as your goals on a coach, I'm a master whatever certified coach I am, okay? I'm a titled master certified coach. Who cares? Then, thus I have 4 coaches that I work with, okay? As much as you want to grow, as much as you have great goals, as much as you need coaching, okay? As much as you need to, you know, relieve what's going on with your operation, with your psychology, with your relationship, and you need to have awareness, and you need someone to facilitate. أنا الأسبوع اللي طاف كانت عندي جلسة مع الكوتش مالتي. You know, I go to her, hey, you know, book for me this session. I want a coaching session. Inshallah. And every like 10 days almost, I go to her, okay? So again, as much as you have big goals, as much as you need someone to, you know, help you to facilitate this goal, facilitate this growing. Like the founder of the 500 Fortune company says, as much as you have bigger goals, as much as you need more coaches. Obama كان عنده 16 coach, okay? Donald Trump كان عنده ما يجمع 20 coach, okay? Each one of them helps him in different area, okay? So as much as we want to grow, to become better person, successful more in the business, we need someone to sit down with them and clear up the map for us. بعد احنا نجلس ونفضفض في أشياء مو عارفين مو شايفينها. But you know, the coach starts facilitating these things so we can, you know, relieve it, see it in a way, unblock it in a way, so we can focus, we can achieve better. So that's the role of the coach.
Based on what you said. Now I want you to direct a message to these men on how to do better.
As much as you have bigger dreams in your life, as much as you want to achieve, hire a coach, because a coach will accelerate these achievements in your life. We will help you to transfer these ideas to your reality. And even mentors. Sometimes we need a mentor because we need a blueprint, we need a map. So there are people who have experience, who achieved, who are great role models, who reach there, so work on in the sports, in their business, and even in training or coaching. So learn from them that recipe, and try to have that recipe in your life and become better than them.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. No worries. Okay. So yeah, Khaled, we said we want to channel a few things more directed to our, in your case, a lot of challenges and a lot of competition were there. Yani, I just want you to touch upon that. Yani, how would they be able to better themselves?
نتكلم عن trainers,
يعني
coaches.
من كل اللي تكلمت انت اكثر شيء عليك كان يعني مستقصد فيها معي.
يعني شوف انا بقولها بعد coaches, trainers, المدربين السيرتيفايد اللي قاعدين يدربون athletes اللي قاعدين. مثال بقول لك عندنا مدربين زينين في البحرين ويسوون workshops بتحضر بتستفيد منهم زين. وانا كذا مرة حضرت كذا workshop حق كذا مدرب especially إن الحين virtually أسهل وايد أسهل وايد أريح. تطلع بالسيارة تروح هني تخلص دوام تركض ذا كله. لاحظت حضور ما في أحد من المدربين اللي أنا أعرفهم يحضرون. ليش؟ لأن المدرب قاعد يعطي ما بقول شيء أنا جديد بتعلمه منه. السالفة مو بس سالفة الموضوع شنو، ساعات الطريقة اللي هو قاعد يوصل لك المعلومة أنت تتعلم منه.
صح.
تعرف، والمدرب دائما فيهم ذي الشيء، ما ينزل روحه انه يروح ورك شوبس الزميله قاعد يعطيه او واحد في مستوى قاعد يعطيه. اذا اجنبي اوكي بروح، اذا بحريني ما بروح، لان انا اعرف احسن منه او ما انا اعرف اللي بقوله. زين، وشوف بقول لك الصراحه في كذا كوتشز اتيتيود مالهم مو اوكي ويطلعون لك يتكلمون بطريقه، بس ما شاء الله عليه مخه نظيف تتعلم منه. زين، وانا فولوينج كذا واحد، لان الناس يشوفوني طاق لايك على whatever بوست، انت تروح طاق لايك على هاي، اوكي شخصيته ما ادري شلون، بس انه معلومات الصراحه حلوه،
يعني
طريقه اللي يوصل. اي وشيء بعد لاحظته وايد، مدربين ما يتجرأ، ما عنده الجرأة يروح يحضر كلاس مدرب ثاني. ليش؟ في باله شنو؟ إن أنا أروح كلاس دي بيقولون أنا ما أعرف. ساعات فور تشينج جو، ولو بتطلع برا التريننج بروجرام مالك، المدرب الثاني أنت بزيد مكانته عندك، بيحترمك زود. يعني أنا يوم كنت ساعات أتعنى أروح بوكسات ثانية قد ما أقدر أحضر كلاس مع مدرب، يمكن مدرب خبرته مو قدي، أو يمكن لا ما شاء الله عليه وايد أخبر مني. زين، بس يمكن the way he does move يمكن مو بحسن مني، بس مو معناته هو ما يقدر يعلمني بعد شيء أو أتعلم منه شيء. يعني يوم رحتني وهناك وذي، وساعات والله مرة حضرت كلاس كامل كل شيء يعرف كل شيء، الكوتش علم تكنيك مال موفمنت حق واحد، أنا عارف الموف، بس the way he ما شاء الله عليه قاعد يشرح التكنيك مال الموف، أنا كان خطر روح أبوسه على راسه. يعني علمني شيء. فشيء بقوله دام في مسج السالفة،
المسج إيه؟
go
إذا حق مسجك
go as a coach no matter how good you are, attend workshops اللي اللوكال كوتشز يسوونه، ترى ما بتخسر شيء، بتتعلم شيء. شجع بهالطريقة أنت. إنزين، you know everything, no you don't know everything, sorry. أنا عندي sports nutrition، عندي strength and conditioning، عندي هاي بس الحمد لله رب العالمين كله أقول في قلبي still I need to learn still لازم أتعلم من دي وأتعلم من ذاك. مو عيب if you're certified، مو معناته تعرف كل شيء، روح واستفيد. لا تحط في بالك بنزل من روحي، أو لا تحط في بالك بنزل من روحي إذا رحت workshop مال فلان أو حضرت كلاس فلان لأنه أنا مدرب. ولا تحط في بالك إن إذا حضرت كلاس اللي يحضرون ماي كلاس بيقولون هاي ما يعرف شيء من كذا رايح كلاس محل ثاني. لا، بتتعلم من غيرك طول عمرك، وبتتعلم من اللي أصغر منك بعد. at the end كل واحد they have their own style. You have your own way of training, coaching, teaching. They have their own way that you might learn from. Don't limit yourself with Khaled's way. في ناس they don't like their way, your way of teaching. They like other. ما أقول لك سوي copy paste. learn، افهم تعلم. That's it.
Where could people find you?
Well, my Instagram. So please add me on Loay Khaja on Instagram. And also I have loaykhaja.com. And also we have really great stuff online on this page, which is mastersI.net. So I have lots of courses there. Okay. So one of the courses is diploma in coaching. So if someone who wants to be certified in coaching, so they can attend this program. Diploma in speaking and professional speaking and training. So there is another program which is professionally done, 27 videos, step by step. How can you transfer your ideas and package it in a way that you can train other people toward it and transfer their skills.
Yes.
That's another program. I have also diploma in neuro-linguistic programming.
Yes.
These are all available programs online at mastersI.net. And add me on my Instagram, Loay Khaja.
Inshallah.
You can find me on my Instagram, Bastaki10. 10 and I love football. I'm a number 10. Anyways, at Bastaki10. And every Monday, CrossFit Rafa at 5 p.m. I'm there. I have a class.
Nice,
Great.
Nice.
I would love to join.
Yalla, can't wait.
Well, it was a real pleasure having you and tapping into all these different conversations and picking up from how we kind of see things from a certain perspective and interlinking it from different perspectives. I really enjoyed this, and more or less there'll be more to have from both of you, inshallah.
Sure.
Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for bringing back the gentle in men.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification to get our latest work.